DAISY, Digital Accessible Information System, is a technical standard for digital audiobooks, periodicals, and computerized text. DAISY is designed to be a complete audio substitute for print material and is specifically designed for use by people with print disabilities, including blindness, impaired vision, and dyslexia. Based on the MP3 and XML formats, the DAISY format has advanced features in addition to those of a traditional audiobook. Users can search, place bookmarks, precisely navigate line by line, and regulate the speaking speed without distortion. DAISY also provides orally accessible tables, references, and additional information. As a result, DAISY allows visually impaired listeners to navigate something as complex as an encyclopedia or textbook, otherwise impossible using conventional audio recordings. DAISY multimedia can be a book, magazine, newspaper, journal, computerized text, or a synchronized presentation of text and audio. It provides up to 6 embedded navigation levels for content, including embedded objects such as images, graphics, and MathML. In the DAISY standard, navigation is enabled within a sequential and hierarchical structure consisting of marked up text synchronized with audio. DAISY 2 was based on XHTML and SMIL. DAISY 3 is a newer technology, also based on XML, and is standardized as ANSI/NISO Z39.86-2005. The DAISY Consortium was founded in 1996 and consists of international organizations committed to developing equitable access to information for people who have a print disability. The consortium was selected by the National Information Standards Organization, NISO, as the official maintenance agency for the DAISY/NISO standard. Specification: A digital talking book, DTB, is a collection of electronic files arranged to present information to the target population via alternative media, namely, human or synthetic speech, refreshable braille, or visual display, e.g., large print. The DTB files comprising the DAISY format is package file, a set of metadata describing the DTB. Textual content file, contains the text of the document in XML. Audio files, human or synthetic speech MP3 recordings. Image files, for visual displays. Synchronization files, synchronizes the different media files of the DTB during playback. Navigation control file, for viewing the document's hierarchical structure. Bookmark/highlight file, support to user set highlights. Resource file, for playback management. Distribution information file, maps each SMIL file to a specific media unit. Access to materials. Since DAISY is often used by people with disabilities, many of the existing organizations which produce accessible versions of copyrighted content are moving to the DAISY standard, and slowly moving away from more traditional methods of distribution such as cassette tape. In the United States, Learning Ally, formerly Recording for the Blind and Dyslexic or RFBND, AMAC Accessibility, Bookshare, and the National Library Service for the Blind and Physically Handicapped, NLS, among others, offer content to blind and visually impaired individuals. Learning Ally and Bookshare also allows access by those with dyslexia or other disabilities which impair the person's ability to read print. The NLS uses a library methodology, on the basis that the books are loaned, as they traditionally have been, on physical cassette, hence they are able to offer content free of charge, just as any public library can. Learning Ally and Bookshare both are subscription-based services. Bookshare membership is free to U.S. students due to funding from the U.S. Department of Education. Content from both the NLS and the Learning Ally organizations utilizes the DAISY Protected Digital Book, PDTB, encryption standard. The basic structure of the DAISY definition files remains the same, however, the audio itself, and in some cases certain information tags in the DAISY SMIL files, are encrypted and must be decrypted in order to be read/played back. The organization which offers the content provides a decryption key to the user, which can be installed into a DAISY player to allow decryption. As the encryption schemes are not part of the core DAISY standard, only players which specifically implement the necessary algorithms and key management will be able to access these titles. Bookshare utilizes its own digital rights management plan, including fingerprinting each digital book with the identity of the downloading user. These actions are done to comply with Law 17 U.S.C. 121 requiring copyrighted material to be distributed in a specialized format to prevent unauthorized individuals, such as those who do not have a qualifying disability, from accessing the materials. Playback and production. DAISY books can be heard on standalone DAISY players, computers using DAISY playback software, mobile phones, and MP3 players, with limited navigation. DAISY books can be distributed on a CD/DVD, memory card, or through the Internet. A computerized text DAISY book can be read using refreshable Braille display or screen reading software, printed as Braille book on paper, converted to a talking book using synthesized voice or a human narration, and also printed on paper as large print book. In addition, it can be read as large print text on computer screen. Software players. Software-based players include, in alphabetical order, AMOS, Adaptive Multimedia Information System, an open-source self-voicing player for Windows that works with several screen readers, available many languages, developed by the DAISY Consortium. Android DAISY EPUB Reader, an open-source project for the Android platform. AnyDAISY Firefox extension, by EYNTK. Buttercup Reader, a web-based Silverlight application for DAISY 3 books. Qkit O'Leary, an open-source DAISY reader for Mac OS X. DAISY Book Reader, open-source player for the GNOME desktop, GTK. DAISY Delight, open-source player for DAISY 2.02, for Mac OS X and Unix-based systems. DAISY Player, an open-source, multilingual, Curses-based program for Linux to play DAISY books from the command line. DAISY Duck, a free player for DAISY 2.02 audio books. DAISY Player, free player for Microsoft Windows, only available in Spanish. DAISY Worm, player for DAISY 2.02, 2002, and DAISY 3, 2005, for iPhone, iPod Touch and iPad, iOS 4 or higher. Darwin Reader for Android reads DAISY 2.02 and 3.0 text and audio books. Dolphin Easy Reader and Easy Reader Express, commercial e-book reader with support for DAISY, unprotected EPUB and other formats, for Microsoft Windows. Dorina DAISY Reader, DD Reader Plus, an open source, free software for Windows, reads only DAISY 3.0, available in English, Spanish, and Portuguese. Emerson Reader, an open-source and cross-platform, Linux, Mac OS X, Windows, EPUB and DAISY Player. FZReader Player software for PackMate and desktop, supports DAISY 2 and DAISY 3. GoRead, an open-source DAISY reader for Android devices. GoDaisy, online DAISY player, in Swedish. InDaisy Reader, a player for iPhone and iPod, accessible with VoiceOver, supports DAISY 2.02 and DAISY 3. Calibra Vadelma, an open-source DAISY 2.02 player supporting DAISY Online. Downloads and build instructions available for the Raspberry Pi platform, compile instructions available for Debian Linux. Max DAISY Player, a free player for Microsoft Windows. Mobile DAISY Player, a commercial player for Symbian phones. Pratsum Reader Web, an online DAISY 2.02 player app for web browsers, supporting Chrome, Firefox, Safari, Microsoft Internet Explorer and Edge. Pratsum Reader Win, a Microsoft Windows desktop DAISY 2.02 player, a graphical user interface, integrated guiding voice, DAISY Online Delivery Protocol support and keyboard shortcuts for navigation. READ2Geo, accessible, commercial e-book reader for Apple iOS devices, iPad, iPhone, iPod Touch, specifically for books from Bookshare, an online library for people with print disabilities, developed by EYNTK. Read Out Loud 6, commercial, for Mac OS and Microsoft Windows. Read Out Loud Bookshare Edition. Read Here, commercial, for Mac OS and Microsoft Windows. Simple Daisy Web Player, an open-source software program that enables users to play Daisy books in a web browser. Text Help Read and Write, commercial, for Mac OS and Microsoft Windows. Other relevant software includes Daisy Uppsala Archive Project, server-side system for managing Daisy files. Online Daisy Delivery Technology, open-source software to deliver Daisy books online. Hardware players. There are a wide range of hardware products available that can play Daisy content, usually in a portable form factor. Some of these devices are dedicated to playback of books, while others focus on other functionality, such as PDA or mobile internet access, and offer Daisy playback as either a feature of the unit or as a software add-on. A short, incomplete, list of products that have built-in support for Daisy playback includes American Printing House for the Blind, Inc., Bookport Plus and Bookport DT. Pratsum Mobile, a portable handheld Daisy player that supports cellular networks, the Daisy Online Delivery Protocol, customized for use by the blind and visually impaired. Victor Reader Stream, a handheld portable Daisy player for the blind, visually handicapped, and print impaired, produced by Humanware. Victor Reader Wave, also by Humanware, is a portable CD player that can play Daisy content from CD media. BookSense, a similar, smaller unit produced by GW Micro, the advanced XT model features built-in flash memory and Bluetooth headset support for playback, as well as an FM radio. The National Library Service for the Blind and Physically Handicapped, NLS, in the United States has developed a proprietary Daisy player designed for use by its print-disabled patrons. The player will replace the aging cassette-based distribution system. Production systems. Add-ins or extensions to create Daisy files from Office software are also available. Microsoft and Sonata Software created a Save as Daisy add-in for Microsoft Word to convert Office OpenXML text documents to Daisy. ODT2DAISY, OpenOffice.org export as Daisy, an extension for Apache OpenOffice and LibreOffice that exports open document text to Daisy XML or to full Daisy, both XML and audio. Other tools for Daisy production include List of products by the Daisy Consortium. Book Wizard Producer. Daisy Daemon, an open-source shell around the Daisy pipeline to help automate the production of Daisy talking books, MP3, EPUB, Word and HTML from XML file, developed by the Open University. Daisy Pipeline. Daisy Validator. Dolphin Publisher. Obi, Daisy/accessible EPUB3 production tool. Pipeline GUI. Pipe Online, a web interface for the Daisy pipeline. Plex Talk recording software. Pratsum Producer, a production system for producing Daisy, with or without audio, import and management of PDF and XML, content quality measuring tools, automatic export of XHTML, DTBook, EPUB, or Microsoft Word documents. Toby, an authoring tool for Daisy and EPUB3 talking books.
Please subscribe and thanks for watching.